Guys, welcome back on my YouTube channel, and in today's video, after a really long time, after my examinations and after shifting the things from the old house to the new house, I'm finally back. And I also have an amazing news. One of my videos which was uploaded on 13th or 14th in this channel has skyrocketed, and by seeing the views I get to know that many adults and children love this book. So the book which I've been talking about is Magic of the Lost Temple by Sudha Murthy. I know many of you guys love the flawless and prolific writing of Sudha Murthy, and here I am with another book of Sudha Murthy, which is 3,000 Stitches, which tells us about ordinary people doing extraordinary things. It is an amazing and fantastic book, and without any further ado, let's jump into just about this book, which is behind this book. Unmasking both the beauty and the ugliness of human nature, each of the two stories in this collection is reflective of a life lived with grace. So often, it's the simplest acts of courage that touches the lives of others. Sudha Murthy, through the exceptional work of the Infosys Foundation, as well as through her own youth, family, life, and travels, has encountered many such stories, and she discusses here in her characteristically clear-eyed, warm-hearted way. She talks candidly about the meaningful impact of her work in the Devdasi community, her trials and tribulations as the only female student in an engineering college, and the unexpected and inspiring consequences of her father's kindness. From the quiet joy of discovering the reach of Indian cinema and the origins of Indian vegetables to the shallowness of judging others based on appearances, these are everyday struggles and victories, large and small. They're just so amazing that you'd never imagine how the book would be. This is a collection of 11 short stories, and out of them I'm going to share 3 short stories which I love the most. And now, without any further ado, let's jump in the first short story. So the first story in this book which I love the most is 3,000 Stitches itself. It is a highly inspiring story which tells us the hard work done by Sudha Murthy to make some changes in the Devdasis. And what really happened is that the first time when she visited the Devdasis, she was humiliated a lot. She went on a casual dress, a t-shirt, a jeans, and a cap wore, and she started talking about AIDS, and she wanted them to be aware of this disease, AIDS. But these Devdasis didn't care about her, and they threw chappals, and she got chappals as a reward. And the next time, she got tomatoes as a reward. And the third time, she wore a dress which each and every Devdasis wear, and she went along with her father, so the Devdasis respected her. And Sudha Murthy's father told the Devdasis that Sudha Murthy was a social teacher and was here to teach the children of Devdasis. Sudha Murthy asked her father, "Why did you tell that I was a teacher? Instead, you could have told I was a social worker." But Sudha Murthy's father explained to Sudha Murthy that teachers were more respected than social workers. So then the Devdasis followed each and every word which Sudha Murthy said, and Sudha Murthy also educated the children of Devdasis very well. And within 1 year, they started going to college. And then Sudha Murthy brought up the topic about AIDS. They also built a bank, after 3 years they stored 80 lakhs in it. And one time she got a letter from the Devdasis asking Sudha Murthy to come to their place and give a speech. And that time she got a really big and the best gift ever. She got a big cloth, a blanket, which was stitched by all the Devdasis. There were 3,000 Devdasis whom Sudha Murthy helped, and all these 3,000 Devdasis just helped each other and stitched this blanket, which will make them warm in winter and cool in summer, just like the affection of Devdasis to Sudha Murthy. Sudha Murthy was really happy, tears were filled in her eyes, and that was the best gift for her ever. So we learn some things, right? That we should never give up. we should never give up and we should try our best. So this was the end of the first story. Let us move on to the second story, which I love the most. Second story in this book which I love is How to Beat the Boys. This is again a highly inspiring story which tells us how much Sudha Murthy was humiliated, tortured, irritated by the boys, as she was the only girl student in an engineering college while the rest of the students were boys. She was humiliated a lot, but the perseverance of achieving the degree allowed her to achieve it. She was really happy. She also had a close connection with the gardener, and she asked him to plant some coconut trees, in which she showed the love which she had for plants and trees. She also had many friends, like many of her classmates and her lab partners. The 4 years of staying in college passed really quick, and she was sad to leave that college. And after many years, when she visited the college, she could see those coconut trees and she could remember the beautiful memories which she had in the college. And the main thing is that more than 40 to 50% of seats were booked for girls, and she was really happy that she made a difference in the college. Now, we could learn a moral from this story. That is, you should fix a goal and you should follow it, no matter how much you are humiliated, irritated, or tortured. Now, this was the end of this story. Let's move on to the third story of this book, which I love. So the third story in this book, which I love, is Cattle Class. I know the name might sound quite weird, but the story is fantastic. So what really happened is that Sudha Murthy was boarding a flight in Business Lane back to Bangalore, and then she saw two women in front of her who were dressed perfectly, and not even a strand of hair was out of its place. Sudha Murthy saw them, and these two women saw Sudha Murthy, and they asked Sudha Murthy's ticket, and Sudha Murthy had a question mark, and she threw a question: why? Then these two women told that to see if Sudha Murthy was in economy class or in business class. Sudha Murthy didn't want to end the conversation. She wanted to know why did these two women ask that. Was it really their business to see if Sudha Murthy was in business class or in economy class? So Sudha Murthy again asked, why should I give you my ticket? Then these two women differentiated between economy class and business class, and after many times these two women were fed up and they told that leave it, these cattle class people never listen to us. It is waste of time arguing with them. The flight attendant will send them back to economy class. When it was Sudha Murthy's turn to show the ticket, she showed the ticket, and the flight attendant saw Sudha Murthy and told, hey, we met last week, right? And then Sudha Murthy told, yeah, smiling. And before she could board the flight, she gave a piece of her mind to these two women. She couldn't stop by telling, was it really your business to see if I was in business class or in economy class? And then it took 8 hours to reach back to Bangalore, and it was really amazing story. We could learn a moral from the story, right? Yeah, you should never judge people by their appearances. Like, for example, you can't judge a book without reading its story, but by seeing its book cover, right? Yeah. So this was the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on that post notifications so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video on this channel. And I will meet you guys in my next video. Till then, goodbye.